Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. Today in this video, we are back with Fortnite Battle Royale on mobile, but we're going to be talking about the Android version. Where is it? What happened? When is it going to be released? Because like most of you who've clicked on this video, I have an Android device, and I was quite surprised when it was announced that Fortnite were coming to mobile. It was only for the iOS players upon release. Now of course, as time goes on, that is going to change. So I did a little bit of research and trying to find some answers from Epic or from any kind of news source as to why it didn't make it to the Android version, and they kind of did give some form of explanation. But I also want to try and show you guys why I believe this was a paid deal, a paid advertisement from Apple to Epic Games. Just so you guys are aware, Fortnite isn't going to last forever. The Battle Royale thing is massive now, but as time goes on, like anything, people will lose interest and it'll start to go down. So I kind of feel like Epic have cashed in here. Now if you do enjoy this guys and you want to see some more videos like this, please be sure to hit that like button. So the obvious answer here guys is that iOS only has so many limited versions that can run this. I've literally bought an iPad Pro so I could play this a lot better, and obviously for other reasons as well, but I did run it on an iPad Air 2 originally. Now my initial thought here is that Epic Games built Fortnite Mobile on the iPad Pro and the iPhone X, that being the best quality. Just like many gaming companies, they like to develop their games on PC or an Xbox One X, then they scale it down for other versions. So I feel they developed this on an iPhone X and thought, you know what, we could probably get more value for our money if we approach Apple and say, do you want to do a paid promotion where it just releases on your devices? Here's an example. It made me purchase a new device because I wanted to run the game in a lot better quality. So you guys get the idea here. Now as for the paid promotion or deal, yeah, that is my opinions, but I do have some evidence to back that up throughout today's video. As for the reason why Android did not release with iOS, well, I kind of Googled it and you can find tons of articles. You can find it on Forbes websites, you can find it on Kotaku and very popular gaming websites. So as I was reading these articles, I come across something very specific that kind of outlines that it was, well, one of the Epic's employees that answered the specific question to Forbes. It says here, Fortnite Mobile for Android won't be arriving this month, with Epic Games confirming that it will be supported on the Google Play Store in the next few months. That could mean quite a wait for fans, but what exactly is the reason behind the delay? Well, according to the development team, it's down to the sheer variety of Android devices, which initial thoughts, I thought that kind of makes sense. When you look at the iOS as a franchise, Apple, there really isn't that many devices. Yeah, the iPhone goes back a long time, but if you compare the iPhone to like Samsung devices or any other device that is running Android, there is a massive difference. The article then goes on to say this: while the iOS platform has a much narrower range of phones, Android includes a massive range of different devices. Here's more from the Epic's game Nick Chester, who told Forbes, there's a very wide range of Android devices that we want to support. We want to make sure Android players have a great experience, so we're taking more time to get it right. Now I did a little bit of research about this and I was like, well, how many devices are actually running Android compared to Apple iOS? So in 2012, there was only around about 5,000 different devices. I say only 5,000, but that's still a lot of devices. The most recent record we have goes back to 2017, and apparently there are more than 24,000 unique Android devices. Now, this kind of makes sense as to why they're taking time, but then it got me thinking again, well, if you look at what versions are able to run this game on iOS, it's going to be somewhat similar for the Android version, because not all of these Android devices are going to be high-end and able to run the likes of Fortnite. There are tons of games on the Google Play Store that, well, are garbage on your old devices, and Fortnite is kind of a new game, so it really does need the higher end specs. A better explanation behind that is a couple of people who did receive invite codes for iOS tried it on the likes of an iPhone 5 and an iPhone 6, and it does not work on that version. What happens is the game just crashes. Now, if you go to fortnite.com/mobile, you will see on the page this at the bottom. It says this game, full battle royale experience on the go, same gameplay, same map, same weekly updates, requires an internet connection and iOS 11 on iPhone 6S/6SE. iPad mini 4, iPad Air 2, iPad 2017, iPad Pro devices or later. So basically, that is kind of like the higher end devices. So it's going to be the same for Android, the likes of your most recent 1 or 2 year old Samsung devices, and obviously Samsung's the higher end Android version. It's most likely being tested on the brand new Galaxy Tab S3 or the brand new Samsung phone and stuff like that. So I reckon this was a paid promotion, and again, I did a little bit of research about this, and if you go over to the Fortnite official trailer, this is something that you will see throughout the trailer. This is a picture I took from the trailer, and that is an iPhone X. They constantly tell you throughout the trailer that this is done on an iPhone X. Now, although the iPhone X is definitely a very, very powerful device, it's got like the latest in technology, it actually isn't the most powerful device on the market. There are some Samsung devices, even Google devices, being Android, that are much more powerful than the iPhone X. The last thing that you'll notice though is if you go to the end of the trailer, you will see this. Of course, the picture of Fortnite. Sign up now at fortnite.com/mobile. Below that, you see all footage captured on iPhone X. They didn't have to put that in there because everyone knew it was an iPhone X. Again, I feel like that line right there was a massive paid promotion between Apple and Epic Games. So let's get back to the final question. When is it meant to be releasing? Well, according to a couple of articles on Google, according to the developers at Epic who have spoke to Forbes, they are hoping to release the Android version in May. That is when they're hoping to release this. Now, from my experience, this could be completely true. This could be completely true that it's not a paid promotion, that they just simply didn't have the time to release all versions. Maybe they knew that PUBG was going to be released very soon on mobile because, well, it did release straight after Fortnite, but they knew that that was in development. So maybe they just wanted to make the market before PUBG did. Here's an example. Fortnite has already made 1.5 million in transactions. A free game has already made $1.5 million. It's insane. There's a lot of competition between these two. Personally, I'm just loving the fact that we have both Fortnite and PUBG on mobile. It's kind of like a new generation for mobile devices. So they are hoping to release this within May. Of course, we're at the beginning, well, the end of March, the beginning of April at this moment. So it's roughly going to be around about 1 month. But guys, if you are an Android lover, please leave a comment down below and let me know what is the highest end Android devices. Because here's an example. Of course, I compare the latest Samsung devices to the iPhone X and of course the iPad Pro. But what devices are classed as older? What would you say is the equivalent in Samsung of an iPhone 5 and 6? What would you say is the equivalent of an iPad Air 2? That's just the questions I want to ask you guys. So May, according to developers, what they're hoping to do for the release date. This could take a little bit longer, but then we're heading towards summertime just after May. So like the end of June, it's going to start being summer holidays. And obviously a lot of kids are going to want to get on this, which means Epic Games can cash in once again. So hopefully you have learned something new. If you did, please leave a comment down below and be sure to hit that like button. If you want to see some more Fortnite on mobile, then again, let me know in the comment section. Have a great day, stay beautiful, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.